I learned your moods, your quiet days, the way your smile slowly changed. I felt the distance in your touch, but I still loved you just as much. I swallowed words I should have said, chose peace instead of honesty. I thought if I loved you silently, you'd somehow stay with me. I was afraid to ask for more, afraid you'd walk right out the door. I loved you in silence too long, hoping you'd hear my heart somehow. I stayed quiet while we went wrong. Now I'm screaming alone right now. I thought love meant letting things go, but I lost myself in staying strong. I loved you in silence too long, and now I'm paying for it alone. I laughed when things were hurting me, pretended this was how love should be. I watched you slowly drift away, still told myself you'd choose to stay. Every tear I tried to hide built a wall deep down inside. I've broken ways you never saw, still loved you through it all. I thought being quiet was being kind, but it only left me behind. I loved you in silence too long, ignored the pain when it felt wrong. I made excuses, made you right, even when you wouldn't fight. I gave you love without a sound. You left me lost and breaking down. I loved you in silence too long, and now I hear the truth out loud. If love comes back, I'll speak my heart. I won't be scared right from the start. I won't shrink just to be loved. I deserve more than almost enough. I loved you in silence too long, but silence won't be home again. I'll say the words, I'll stand strong, even if love still feels like pain. I gave you all, I did my best. Now I'm choosing my own rest. I loved you in silence too long. Now I'm learning to move on. I learned how to cry without a sound, how to smile when you weren't around. I bent myself to fit your world while mine slowly unfurled. I said it's fine when it wasn't true, chose peace instead of losing you. I paid the price you never saw, and loved you through it all. I thought if I stayed quiet I'd survive, but silence cost me my own life. I broke quietly for you, so you wouldn't feel the blame. I carried pain I never shared, just to keep you the same. I lost pieces of my truth, trying to protect you. I broke quietly for you, and no one ever knew. I erased myself line by line, crossed my heart 1,000 times. I ignored the voice inside my chest that said I deserved better than this. You leaned on me when you were weak, I held you while I couldn't breathe. I gave you love without defense, you gave me indifference. I stayed loyal, stayed small, till I had nothing left at all. I broke quietly for you, made your comfort my disguise. I swallowed every tear I had to keep peace in your eyes. I tried to be what you needed, even when it ruined me. I broke quietly for you, and that's what finally freed me. Love shouldn't feel like disappearing or begging someone just to stay. If it cost me who I am inside, then walking away is brave. I broke quietly for you, but I won't break anymore. I'll speak my truth, protect my heart, and lock that open door. I loved you deeply, honestly, but I choose myself now too. I broke quietly for you, now I'm healing, finally free. I try to stay busy through the day, keep your memory far away, but every quiet moment finds your shadow running through my mind. I tell myself I moved ahead, that I'm stronger than what we said, but when the lights go low at night, the truth comes out, I lose the fight. I don't say your name out loud, but my heart still knows it now. My tears know your name, they fall every time it rains inside. I hide my pain, but it remains written deep behind my eyes. I let you go, so I cling, but love still calls you just the same. I don't say it, but the truth remains. My tears know your name. I packed away the things we were, every laugh, every forever. I try to teach my heart to cope, to live without the love we broke. You found your peace so easily, while I'm still learning how to breathe. I wear a smile that feels rehearsed, but inside missing you still hurts. I tell the world I'm finally free, My tears know your name. They fall when I'm alone at night. I fake being okay in daylight, then break down out of sight. I let you go, or so I claim, but loving you still feels the same. I don't say it, but the truth remains. My tears know your name. Maybe one day I won't cry, won't feel you every time I try to fall asleep or move ahead without reliving what we said. My tears know your name, but someday they'll forget the sound. I'll heal my heart, I'll rise again, and let this love fall to the ground. I won't be owned by yesterday or hurt by words you couldn't say. My tears know your name, but I'm learning to let it fade. You said you needed time to think. I gave you space, I didn't blink. I held us together while you slipped. Watched your love loosen its grip. I asked for patience, asked for truth. You asked for freedom, nothing more. I stayed behind with open wounds while you walked out the door. I was trying to save what we had. You already moving past. You left before I could heal, before my heart could understand. You walked away like love wasn't real, left me broken where I stand. I needed time, I needed you, but you chose leaving over truth. You left before I could heal. Now I'm bleeding what I couldn't feel. I replay every last goodbye, every tear I tried to hide. I would have fought if you had stayed, but you didn't even hesitate. You closed the door without a sound, no explanation, no way out. You found your peace in letting go. I found pain I didn't know. I begged my heart to understand, but healing needs a steady hand. You left before I could heal, before the cracks could turn to scars. You gave up when things felt real, left me alone with who we were. I needed closure, needed time, but you were already crossing lines. You left before I could heal. Now every memory still feels real. Maybe love scared you more than pain. Maybe staying felt too dangerous, but I would have walked through fire for us. You wouldn't even stay and discuss. You left before I could heal, and that's the truth I carry now. I'll find my strength, I'll learn to feel, even if it hurts somehow. You lost someone who loved you real. I lost a love I couldn't keep. You my tears were mine alone. I carried us through all the silence, still slept beside my phone. You said love wasn't meant to hurt, but you let me hurt anyway. I fought for something you'd already walked away from yesterday. I begged for signs you never sent. I loved you past the point of end. I loved alone at the end. When you stopped holding on, I stayed when you were already gone, still singing our song. I gave my heart with no defense, you gave up without amends. I loved alone at the end, and that's the part I can't forget. I learned how to be strong for two, while you learned how to leave. I held on to every promise you forgot you ever made to me. I made excuses for your distance, told myself this was just a phase. But love doesn't slowly disappear unless someone looks away. I was still fighting to pretend you were already at the end. I loved alone at the end, while you reclaimed your life. I stayed loyal to the dream of us, while you cut the ties. I waited for a miracle, you waited for relief. I loved alone at the end, and that's what broke something in me. Love shouldn't feel like chasing ghosts or begging someone to stay close. If I'm the only one who tries, then loving you was my goodbye. I loved alone at the end, but I won't love that way again. I'll choose a heart that chooses mine, not one that leaves me then. I gave you everything I had, and that was more than enough. I loved alone at the end. Now I'm done loving without love. Your jacket's still behind the door, like you might walk in once more. I tell myself it's just a thing, but everything still remembers you. The room still holds your quiet light, the life we almost had. I try to move, but every step feels heavier than the last. I cleared the space, but not the pain. Some goodbyes never leave the same. Your goodbye still lives here in every corner of my mind. I packed away your name and face, but left your echo behind. You moved on, you disappeared, while I'm still standing right here. Your goodbye still lives here, and it hurts every time I breathe. I changed the sheets, I changed the lock, still can't silence ticking clock. Every memory calls me back to the moment when you turn your back. I told my heart to let you go, like it's something it should know. But love doesn't erase so clean, it stains the in-between. I swear I'm trying to move ahead, but you still live inside my head. Your goodbye still lives here in the silence of the night. I sleep alone but feel you near. In the absence of your light, you found peace, you faced your fears. I stayed drowning in my tears. Your goodbye still lives here, and it's louder year by year. Maybe one day it won't hurt this way, maybe time will take your shape away. But right now love still lives in fear, because your goodbye still lives here. Your goodbye still lives here, but I won't roll it on my heart. I'll learn to breathe, to love again. Even with these scars, you were real and so was I. But some love still has to die. Your goodbye still lives here, but I'm learning how to say mine. We talked about a life someday, names we'd choose, where we'd stay. You held my hand like you were sure, like love was something meant to endure. I gave you all my honest days, you gave me doubt in quiet ways. We stood so close to something real, but close enough can still hurt deeply. I thought love meant almost was enough, but almost still isn't us. You were my almost forever, my what if and my someday. I planned my life around your promise, you planned your leaving anyway. We were so close to lasting longer, but close still, let me fall. You were my almost forever, and that hurt the most of all. I stayed when questions filled the room, ignored the cracks that spelled our doom. You smiled like you'd never leave, while I believed in what could be. I built my heart on fragile grounds, you walked away without a sound. I held on tighter when you pulled away, that's how love slowly slipped away. I fought the dreams you wouldn't choose, loved the future you refused. You were I gave you my softest side, every truth I tried to hide. I bent my world to fit your name, still somehow took the blame. I stayed when leaving felt like sin, loved you through the loss within. I emptied all I had to give and forgot how else to live. I thought love meant giving more, till I had nothing left to pour. You took the best of me, left the rest to figure it out. I gave you love so endlessly, you walked away without a doubt. I poured my heart until it bled. You never noticed what you took. You took the best of me and left me learning how to look back strong. I defended you when you were wrong, called your silence patience all along. I swallowed tears, I swallowed pride, just to keep you by my side. I lost myself in being yours, crossed my own emotional borders. I stayed loyal to a losing fight. You left the moment it got real. I blame myself for every scar, while you were already far. You took the best of me, my trust, my time, my youth. I gave you all my honesty. You gave me half truths. I loved you deeper than I should, believed in more than you could be. You took the best of me, but you won't take what's left of me. Maybe love shouldn't leave you drained, or make you feel like you're to blame. If giving hurts more than it heals, then it was never truly real. You took the best of me, but I'm taking it back tonight. I'll heal the parts you couldn't keep and learn to love without the fight. I don't regret the love I gave, but I won't lose myself again. You took the best of me, now I'm stronger than I've ever I thought loving you would save me, but it only made me small. I carried all the weight we shared, you barely felt it at all. I lost myself in all your needs, ignored the voice inside of me. I stayed too long, I loved too deep, now I'm learning how to sleep. I don't hate you, I just see what loving you did to me. I'm healing from the love I gave, from the parts of me I lost. I paid for every promise made, no matter what the cost. I loved you true, I loved you real, even when it hurt to stay. Now I'm healing from the love I gave and choosing myself sacrificing every part I couldn't protect. I see myself so clearly now, the way I bent, the way I bowed. I don't regret my honesty, but I won't abandon me. I forgive the girl I was. She loved with everything she had. I'm healing from the love I gave, from nights I cried alone. I stayed strong while I was breaking, just to keep us whole. I don't need you to understand or come back and explain. I'm healing from the love I gave, and I'm proud of who I became. Love shouldn't feel like survival, but proving you're enough. If it cost you your own heart, then that love is too rough. I'm healing from the love I gave, letting go without regret. I'll love again, but not that way, not by losing myself in it. I honor what I felt back then, but I won't relive that pain. I'm healing from the love I gave, and I'm finally okay. And I'm finally okay. Waiting by the phone again, like you might still come back. I told myself this wasn't over, even when we crack. The places we once laughed out loud now echo silently. I stayed behind where love once lived. You walked away from me. I kept believing you'd return, but hope can hurt when it doesn't learn. I waited where love used to be, holding on to what we had. You moved on so easily while I stayed stuck in the past. I saved a place you wouldn't fill, believed in us when you never did. I waited where love used to be, and it nearly broke me. I replay every almost text, every word you never sent. I defended you and friends asked why, where your heart went. I built a future in my head, you erased it overnight. I learned the truth the hardest way, love can leave without a fight. I held on to every sign while you were already crossing lines. broken